everyone, this is Fuchsia Moon. Today I'm going to show you how to make my full moon psychic power oil. So as you can see here, I have all of my ingredients laid out, and I have my container right there. I've already poured in the oil, and I'm using simple vegetable oil. Before I put the oil in, I cleansed this container with some Florida water. Florida water is an aromatic cologne, and it is used for cleansing and clearing. You can pick this up at botanicas or a lot of metaphysical shops. So anyway, I have my oil in there, and I'm going to put in these various ingredients, and each one corresponds with an intention. So to begin with, I'm going to foster communication, because communication is a big part of any kind of psychic energy or divination work that we do as witches. So for that, I'm going to use the pansy. And as I put the pansy in the oil, I'm going to think upon my intention of communication and fostering communication in the psychic realm. And I'm going to put that attention in. I'm going to meditate on that intention, and I'm going to infuse the oil with my thoughts and my energy. So once I've completed that, and as Lady Gravedancer says, and I love the way she says this, you enchant it. You enchant it with your intention. Alright, so the next thing we're going to put in is pine resin, and we can, for any of these ingredients, we can use anything that corresponds with these intentions. Of course, like any kind of magical spell, magical recipe, this can be edited to fit your own needs. But I'm going to use pine resin for cleansing. So once again, I'll put this into the oil, and I will again infuse it with my intention to cleanse this oil, to cleanse me and leave me a blank slate, ready to divine and ready to listen. So once I've done that, I will move on to my next thing, which I am big on cleansing. I think cleansing is really important. I mean, I used Florida water, using pine resin for cleansing. Additionally, I'm going to use some clear quartz. Now, if you had a bigger container, you could use a large piece like this here, but I'm going to use this small chips here, and they come in a little bottle. I got this at, I think it was a head shop actually. And I'm going to drop them in, whoops, and once again enchant, as Lady Gravedancer would say. And then moving on from cleansing, I'm next going to focus on psychic power. And one thing that's really good for psychic power is dandelions, or dandelions, I guess I should say. So I'm going to put the dandelion in. Once again, focus my intention, and like I said, anything that works for you for these intentions, use that. Some other things that are great for psychic power are poplar blossoms, horehound, and wormwood. So moving on from psychic power, I'm going to do parsley for spirituality. Now, I think that spirituality goes for any kind of magical working, obviously, but there's something to be said for being specific about it, especially in divination work, because it's important to acknowledge the power of spirit and the power of the invisible energy around us. So I'll put in the parsley, and again I'll enchant. And then moving on from that, I will use a eucalyptus leaf for protection. And there's other things you can use for protection that work great. Dragon's blood resin is amazing for protection. I don't have any right now, but I've used it in the past for this. Recipe. So I'll put the eucalyptus in and focus my intention on protecting myself as I move into the realm beyond the physical. After that, I would put in something for stress reduction, and I like to use amethyst. Again, like with the quartz crystal, the clear quartz, you can use a bigger piece if you have a bigger jar, but I'm going to use these chips. I'm going to put them in right there. And think once again that I want to be relaxed, that I'm putting my intention in, and that I'm focused on this oil and what I want it to do for me in my craft. And finally, after I've done all this, I like to use the Abre Camino cologne, and this is, Abre Camino means open roads in Spanish. I believe that's the translation. So, if I can open this with one hand, oh gosh, I don't know if I can, but I will add this, and And this is also something that is really good for clearing your mind, opening the roads to other dimensions, other realities, and just letting yourself be open to anything that may come your way psychically and anything that may come your way in life in general. So once I would add this, what I would do is I would once again focus my intention on my whole intent, my intent to move beyond the physical into the realm of the psychic, to sense what is around me, all for the greater good. As I will it, so mote it be, given the free will of all, and it harm none. Or your own words of power, whatever you want to use. You would say that, possibly breathe into the oil if that's something you like to do. I personally will often breathe into an oil after I make it, and then I would seal it up and leave it on my altar to cleanse and to ruminate and to be prepared for what I want to use it for. And then when it was a full moon, I would leave it out overnight as you would with moon water, and then it would be ready to use. So I hope this has been interesting and informative in some way. And thank you for sticking with me. And until next time, blessed be.